What's going on, guys? It's the One Round Rocco, and we are here today with the Gundam Universe Master Gundam figure. I'm kind of excited for this one because I've always liked how he looks. He looks super cool. There's lots of fingers involved in this one, so that's kind of neat, fingers. But yeah, this is from G Gundam. This is kind of the anti-Gundam to God Gundam. He's like the biggest, like, hey, I do what you do, but I'm black and red instead of white and blue, so that means I'm cooler and everyone's gonna like me more. Winged epi on the wing. Anyway, but I was kind of excited for this one. I really like how he looks. After messing with him a bit, he actually has a lot of range of motion. I'll show off here in a bit, and I actually really like him. So, before I get into the figure itself, let's check the box again, of course. Step to the side, but just lay down for me. Lay down for me. Take a nap. The front, you got a nice like little art. I really like the art they do on the front of these. They always look cool. And then, of course, kind of just a product shot of the figure itself on the side, GU19. And the back, as I was showing earlier, they kind of have a little dynamic thing showing the range it can do, like what it can do. Default pose, which is almost what I kind of copied there. And just kind of like render of God Gundam versus Master Gundam. And down here in the corner has a little description of them. From Mobile Fighter G Gundam, 1994. Neo Hong Kong's entry into the 13th Gundam fight. Piloted by Master Asia, it boasts incredible agility and a darkness finger attack that is every bit the equal of the Burning Gundam's Burning Finger. Engages the Burning Gundam as part of Devil Gundam's plan to cleanse the Earth. So he's not Devil Gundam, but he works for one. He works for him. So what is it, like technically Lucifer Gundam or something like that? Beelzebub Gundam. If you want to get technical, but no, it's just Master Gundam. Even though he looks pretty devilly himself, he's got the head crest, which I like a lot. I will say, given the design of the figure himself, he kind of has some articulation issues, but overall, what you want him to do, he can more or less do. If you want to get in the more like dynamic kick poses, which he can do without popping his leg off there. So I found how far I can go with that. I was kind of messing with him for a little bit before, but thankfully his skirt can move out of the way pretty well, like really well. I was actually kind of surprised when I heard it kind of click and stretch a bit as I was doing it. So you can get basically 90 degrees off of split here, which is really nice, especially for this one, which and they do come off, which is nice, but you don't want to do that. This is nice for this particular one because they're kind of like hand-to-hand fighters. You're not like Wing or what have you, which have big guns and stuff, and they're firing. They're more or less hand-to-hand. Like I know Shenron has, or Shenlong has his glaive or what have you, but this is about punching and kicking. These are the Dragon Ball Z fights, and he's got that deep knee too. So you can really, I really like the legs on this one. You can really do crazy stuff with it, and all you would need is a Tamashi stand to slap them on. You can do some crazy, like in-air poses, if you will. Ankles kind of rock back and forth. I got the side to side. Not much for waist. He can kind of turn, but each turn kind of goes at an angle. You see here, like you can't just like full turn him. But he can bend down pretty far, which looks down pretty nice. Can't go back really too bad. The head can look around pretty well, though my head's a little bobbly, no big of a deal. But with the horns, it kind of, he can catch on his wings easy. I was having trouble moving his head because it caught inside of his wing here. So just because the design of the figure itself is a little cumbersome and awkward at times, but you can work around it. He can look down pretty far too, actually. Look up about that much. Basically, his head just comes off if you try looking at him, looking up too much. As for the arms, they can go a full... I don't think I can do it with the wings are on now. Also, this back wing is really squeaky. He can spin 180. These kind of wiggle out of the way to, give you a little bit of room. It doesn't do too much, but they move, so I appreciate it. Double jointed elbows. Obviously, little ball hinge. These pop out pretty easy too, which is nice. Is there bicep swivel too, so you can get he's been dishanded. Get back in there. But overall, for a suit that's meant for straight up like martial art fighting, it can do what you want. It's a little cumbersome because of just the design itself, the pointy head, the big shoulders, the skirt kind of, but at least the skirt kind of allows you some freedom. you can work around it. As for the wings, they come separate in the box. You gotta pop them on. This ring is really squeaky. I don't know why, but it's pretty secure. The other ones, see, this one moves just fine. They don't open up or anything. They're just as they are, which is all right. I didn't expect them to. The only way to do it online. I know they did it with Freedom Gundam, but that's kind of his gimmick. He kind of has to. You don't need these to really do anything else other than be there. And they go up. They're just on ball joints and the little swivel here, so you can get them all the way up if you want to, or you can really pose them any way you'd want. And the whole back part is kind of just a backpack itself. This gray part comes on the box already, or on in the box. Only the wings you have to attach separately, but you can take it off if you want to. I'm going to push that back on for now. I don't know why you display them without the wings, but you can. As for accessories, the wings, I think, count as one because they come separately. And then he gets 2 pairs of hands. Both of them are these nice metallic purple, to get the focus here, darkness finger hands. Which, I like that he gets 1 for each hand. That's pretty cool. It's convenient. It makes me wish that God Gundam got 1 for both hands. Well, I know God burning, whatever you want to call it, does technically only really do it with the right hand, so it makes sense that he only gets the 1 hand. But you know, if he can get 2, why can't Burning Gundam get 2? You know, where's the equality here? You know, and I'll show you. Like, here's the other one is sitting down there. As for comparisons for it, I got, of course, the one and only God Gundam posed up. They look really well next to each other. I'm probably gonna put them on my shelf, doing the handhold of friendship here. Just can they do it? Come on. Yeah, high five, buddy. Hold hands. So yeah, they look pretty good together overall. They really contrast each other a lot, and I like that. But they look good together. I'm gonna pose them up. They're real nice. It's good to have another entry in this line to God Gundam. He was one of the earlier ones, and it was just him by himself. But I think there was something about the Dragon Gundam from this set. I think it's literally just called Dragon Gundam. I think I saw something about him maybe joining the line at some point soon, hopefully. I don't know if that's just me making that up or not. I don't remember. But I would love him either way. He would go well with these guys. Because, again, it's just these guys. It's just these 2. There's no other ones in here. Set God back to the side. And I'll compare it to your average Lightning Collection figure. You know, pretty comparable. Don't know why you'd be having God Gundam fight Lunar Wolf Ranger, but you could. They both got the claw hand. Again, high five. High five. Yeah. And oh my god, I can do it. I literally have the correct figures chosen for this. And of course I have here Blue Gogeta, SH Figure Art, so you can see. Again, pretty comparable in scale. Again, I don't know why you'd have these 2 fight, but he has the high five hand. So again, you can just high five with all your friends. High five. Yeah. I did not plan that. But yeah, so as for the high five Gundam here, I think he's pretty cool. I like him. Kind of basic. I kind of wish he had more when it came to accessories, but again, what more would you really give him? He has really all he needs. And for how he looks, oh, I forgot the most important one, the Tamashi stand adapter, which I always just stick right on the figure and leave it there. So you have that if you want to throw him on a stand, as long as it's not this wing stand here. I love this figure, but that stand is trash, god-awful. Absolutely terrible. I hate it. But you can throw him on any of those cheap Tamashi stands and have him do, again, like, I kind of want to get one just to get him in like a big fancy kick pose. Again, I keep just popping his leg out. Again, I'd rather them pop out like that than break. But yeah, but you can get him in kick poses and stuff. You can have him charge a Kamehameha. He has both hands for it, so maybe he's... And I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but my hands are like real easy to pop out. Like I like it, but at the same time, it's like there's no effort here, which I guess is better than some. I know some of the older Gundam Universe figures I've had. I feel like I'm gonna rip that hand in half or rip the ball joint off of it because I'm forcing it in there and forcing it out. But overall, I think it's a good, solid pickup. I like him. This line is pretty good. This line actually, introduces the first big figure, which I'll show off here in a second. Just chill for me. Here's the little wave pamphlet they give, also showing off the middle builds. But it's got Shenlong, Master Gundam, and then Sazabi, however you want to say it. Sazabi. I've heard some people say it either way. So from Char's Counterattack, it's Sazabi. And he's a bigger one. His box is like twice the size of the normal ones because it's a big figure. I like that they went that route and made him bigger to kind of fit. But he's about $40 compared to the 25 normally, so he's a little bit more. And I know in the next wave, it's not Zephyr's Gundam, it's the other one. There's like Leo Gundam, Zephyr's Gundam, and Full Burnin'. I think Full Burnin', that one. Or is that still just Zephyr Gundam? I don't remember. The next wave, they have another $40 one, but he's bigger, he has more parts to it, so like it kind of justifies it. I've heard it's got. I'll try to review this one soon. I want to get my hands on it, but it is. I've heard it's kind of limited articulation because it's a big suit. But I mean, it's probably gonna look good on the shelf. And you can see all the other ones in the wave in the line itself. I am pretty sure now, out of the old ones, I'm only missing Strike Rouge, or Rogue. I'm gonna say it each way every time just to mess with people. And technically, they did release some New York Comic Con special, like, colored versions. I think they're just more painted versions of 78 God Gundam, I think, and Barbados, I think, something like that. I don't know if I'm ever going to even try to pick those up, because it's just, they don't look different enough for me to care. As far as I've seen, they're just better painted, I guess. I guess the painting is more comparable to, like, the Metal Robots series back there, where it looks more accurate, fancy, and shiny. But it doesn't look different enough for me to actually, like, care enough, I guess. I mean, if they're not that cheap on secondhand, I might look. And, of course, it's just showing, go to Premium Bandai. But, yeah, hopefully I can get Sazabi sometime soon. I know he's been popping up in stores. I'll probably still have to order him online because my stores around here just suck. And I just can't. We got the Target exclusive Exia, and that restocked, or stocked immediately, but I couldn't find any of this wave or the previous wave. I couldn't find it all, so whatever. No. Yeah, the previous wave, I found all of them from vintage stock just by pure chance. So I might have to check there again, or I'll just order them online like I usually do. But overall, Master Gundam's good. If you like him, pick him up. He looks good. He'll do what you want him to. It's $25. It won't kill you. They do have drop-down hips, yeah. So that's nice. So you can add that extra layer of just to him. Again, I like him. Looks good. Nice and edgy looking. He's dark and menacing. He's the bad guy. No Billie Eilish. Anyway, if you like what you see, leave a like down below. Subscribe for more content like this. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and figure reviews. And I've been the one, Rowlin' Ryko. And I'll see you guys next time. Wake up, mister.